Walo. Just like the Dendrobium and the new Zeal, we have this nice cool little grid here with the blueprints in the back with some stats here. HG Mechanics from 2002, so this came out a little bit afterwards. They missed a little space there between the 2002 and the made. Just a slight typo. This was a rare one for me, and as soon as I found it, I grabbed it. I didn't even care from where. I was like, I could not pick up this guy from anywhere. It was always sold out. This guy comes with my favorite kit of all time, the Zephyranthes, and we have the Sphysalis on the bottom, GPL2. We actually haven't opened this box. This is sealed, so let's go ahead and get to the inside of this guy. First, you're presented with the little guys. Oh, that little shield looks awesome. Look at that. Hope you can see it. My phone isn't the best recorder here, and sorry if the sound isn't the best. I'm also recording sound with my phone. So the legs here are split in half. I believe it's the same way for nope. These are molded on both sides for the little Zephyranthes. We're presented with two sheets. So we have this here and this here. We have 4 runners in total. I guess you can say 5 if you count the polycaps. And let's go ahead and take a look at the book. So here's the booklet. Just like the Dendrobium, we have just one pamphlet. You can automatically tell that this stand is cooler. Look how like edged out it is, and it has like the little the Xeon symbol. So here's the same painted image we have, and we're gonna go ahead and just pop this open. A little more of the same that we saw on the box here with the color chart on the bottom. Not too many colors. This is really just primarily a red kit, and we have it presented with one arm, and there's your instructions. So we do get the 2-arm action if you want to do it like that. When it comes to these little guys, I believe you will need some glue. Like you can, for the most part, put it together. As you can see here, there's like a little brush. I believe that's just telling you that you need to glue this together. But you don't need glue for anything else. And we have the gray runner. Now this isn't really gray. It's more of like almost like a purplish gray. My camera doesn't do it justice. It does not look like normal gray. I wonder if I have like a normal gray here to show you. So as you can see, the stand on the Dendrobium is like a normal dark gray, and this is more like a purple. So you can see how the difference in that color is here. The red runners. So we have their A runner. This is a nice bright red here. Sometimes the red is kind of muted. So I would actually try to get a paint to try to match this color as close as possible. If I were to paint this, I think this is a good red. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get this guy assembled up so we can talk about it some more. Alright guys, and here we have the finished product. Just built, nothing done to it, no panel lining, nothing. I just went ahead and went with the normal look with the one claw out. The arms here are parts formation, and so if you wanted to do that, you can go ahead, and this is how it looks when it's underneath, like kind of tucked away. So as you can see right here. Now when it comes to the articulation, not too much of course. you wouldn't really expect too much, but it's actually more than I expected. The arm has an okay amount. It's kind of like a little ball arm. Oh, sorry, a little ball peg there. And you have, of course, the little claw motion. If it didn't have this, that would have been tragic. And then you have a little bit of a turn there. One of the coolest things that I've seen is on this head here. You can't even tell it's a head. Kind of like the New Zeal head here. You got that little droid Roger head, kind of thin there. You can look around. It's hard to tell because usually down here, there's no stickers that come with this, but I think you would have to paint this black and maybe put like a mono eye there so you can kind of get that look. And there's quite a bit of detail underneath the headpiece here. So painting this up and having this head turned, I think I would have it in that kind of way. Maybe the claw kind of looking menacing at you. This part is really cool underneath. You have a little mega beam cannon there. So this is possibly how I would display it. And of course you can move this one out if you wanted to. When it comes to the back, everything else is just kind of static. Yep, nothing else moves on this guy, but there you go. All right, let's go ahead and just push this to the back here and let's talk about our little guys that come with the kit. We have our Zephyranthes, looking all awesome there. I didn't need to put too much sticky tack on him. I think I just really need to just put it in his mid region. I won't be gluing anything together until I start to paint it, because again, I've never painted anything this small before. I don't really have the painting brushes to it. I'm really kind of intrigued on how to do it. Having it next to like a Gundam like this, like in your little mini diorama, just gives it some scale there. So we had the little big boy GPO2. Look at that shield, it looks awesome. But look how detailed this thing is. This is awesome. I wish you could just buy some of these. So the plastic for the little guys is really bendy. Here I have the runner, and as you can see, I can kind of bend it. But it's not as soft as polycaps, but it's not definitely as hard as your standard plastic there. And you can get a little bit of articulation with these, not the legs, but you can get articulation with the arms a little bit. That's really it. Once you find the position that you want it in, once you have this in your hand, you kind of realize what you need to glue together and what you don't need to glue together. So you can kind of figure that out there. And I think that part of the stand is literally the croc, so it's gray. So that would have to go white to match the Gundam, because of course that's supposed to be a part of the Gundam there. Nope, and this thing's just falling all over the place. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next segment as this thing explodes in my hand. Mine kind of stuck together quite well, except one arm. One arm was kind of loose.
Explodes in my hand.
All right, so what kind of rating should I give this guy? All right, again, we have our garbage rating. The next would be good, below average, great, being average, glorious being above average, and of course God tier being just like pure excellence. Obviously this isn't a God tier kit. We have some scene lines here and there. Since this kit is red, it's nub mark city, so you definitely would have to kind of get a glass file to this if you want to smoothen out, buff it out. Otherwise, you know, this has really good color separation just for it to be having the two colors, because the show, it didn't really have that much going on for it to begin with. The build was quite easy. So overall, I think I would give this a great, maybe borderlining good. It didn't come with any stickers, which is good. Didn't come with any beam effects, and not really too many accessories, but it did come with the two little guys and the GPO2 being like the big of the little ones, and they're really hyper detailed. I think almost just for those things, it really just makes this guy worth it. So I paid $20 for it. Was I satisfied with the price I paid for it? Absolutely, because again, it's the HD Mechanics lineup. It's gonna look different on my shelf once I have them all together. For what you get with these things, I know a lot of people like their kits to do a little bit more. You can buy things like the entry grade, and it does so much, you know, with this action pose and things like that. Me, I kind of like get the pose that I really want and kind of set it on my shelf. Go ahead and support the lineup, and I would say grab it. Definitely worth its money. Alright guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you disliked it, there's a button for that too. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget to check out the links in the description down below to check out TriloGstudios.com for all your commission needs. And we'll hope to see you next time. Peace out.